Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Steven on the Go Big Red FTW podcast. I hope you guys are all having a great day. Today we have another edition of This Week in Husker Sports. If you're a huge Husker fan and you are drinking the Kool-Aid, or maybe drinking it cautiously, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. So let's dive right in. So, as we've seen, high schools are excited for Husker football. We have all of our coaches going out into the communities and making a word for themselves. I haven't seen this much excitement in Husker football for quite some time. You didn't see you didn't see waves like this happening during the Scott Frost era, so you absolutely love to see it. One of which, Coach Rule and Bob Wagner going to Arlington, Texas. You were able to see just how fired up that student body got for those two. So that was pretty cool. Next, we have commitments to Nebraska. We had one transfer in Jacob Hood commit to Nebraska from the transfer portal, 6'8", just a mountain of a man. Don't necessarily know if he'll compete for playing time right away, but he is a body that you can develop in that room. Then we had commitments from Ismail Smith-Flores, Jeremy Charles, and Demetrius Bell. All great signings with a lot of potential. You know, a lot in Ismail and Jeremy Charles, you see some raw talents, but the athleticism is there. That's something you can't teach. So that was pretty cool. Matt Rule, he went on Busting with the Boys, and I watched the whole thing. I was so engaged. Typically, I wouldn't, or not necessarily wouldn't watch it, but I wouldn't be entertained like I was. All I could continue telling myself was, this is the right hire, I have no doubt. And this is something that will pay off for years on end, you know, going into various communities and making an impact. You know, you see that he's very personable, very likable. He also talked about his experience in the NFL and how he feels he's even better from going through all of it. You know, you go through all of that adversity, like, you will grow from it, and that's something that he chose to do. So he's coming back hungry. He also talked about building team chemistry. You've seen it around some college sports where they're taking out like the ping pong tables and stuff like that, but Coach Matt Rule is all about it. You don't see people in a room come together like an old game of ping pong. He also talked about playing against some of his past players and how they always were kind of coming around his place. Different position groups, and that his wife was really involved. Haven't heard too much about his wife thus far in terms of Husker football, but I'm sure she'll integrate herself into it, and we look forward to it. One last thing, he signed a bowl agreement with Michigan football. So I'd love to see what kind of comes of that, what the trophy looks like. As of right now, on Bussin' with the Boys, they mentioned that it's at Michigan, and recruits actually see it during their visits. We hope that we're competitive for years on end, and we're able to show that to various recruits. Last but not least, just talk briefly on the thoughts of the team and what area I'm really focused on. If you watched any of my previous videos in terms of commits and transfers, I talk a lot about the O-line. You know, we talked about, even in this video, Hood. We absolutely love his size, and he's going to be a beast down the road if we're able to develop him. Prohaska is returning from injury. Newly is coming back from his suspension, so you feel good about that. But you also notice that we're a little suspect on the O-line. We've brought more bodies, which is great, but behind them, depth pieces, it's not looking too great. And if we have injuries along the O-line, like, that could stack up, and that could be a long season. So we got to keep our guys healthy, and that's something Matt Rule really enforces. So yeah, it's good that we have two quality quarterbacks, because one may not make it all the way through Big Ten football. So if you are excited for Husker football, you are excited for the O-line, not the O-line, if you are excited for Husker football, please leave a like and subscribe and tell me what you are most excited about. Awesome. We'll see you all next time. Bye.